Besides
But
that, how was your other time in AEW? Did you mostly enjoy it up to that point? Did you have a
I,
decent responsibility?
I had a lot of responsibility. You get in the mix, and I was Punker's producer, so I produced some good stuff. You know, produced his dog collar match. And the funny thing about producing is not everybody has it when they say, "Oh, this guy produced that match. That must be." Well, that doesn't always doesn't serve as an indication that the match was going to be good. Because
Yeah.
I produced many a match where you look at guys and they're just like, they give you the match they're going to do. I'm like, all right, fine. Whether they want input or not. The dog collar match I did have input on. Like there's things you impart. Like I need to see that. It's a movie. The biggest thing I've learned about producing, and this is an avenue after wrestling, which has made me a better wrestler, which doesn't freaking matter now because I don't wrestle, is that you view it as a movie. Where do I want to see this part? How do I want to see this guy get yanked with the chain instead of just cameras everywhere? Like, I need to see you in this corner if you can make it there when this happens. And where this super player, like when a guy comes out and sets something on the ring side, I want to see this camera, these type of things. I did have fun. I had a lot of fun. I got to expand my skills as far as that went for producing. And then training, I still trained people when I was there. So I
Okay.
inevitably had a lot of people in class. I had Serena, not that I trained Serena D, but she would come to class, her and Mercedes Martinez, to work out because we had access to a ring. Well, they would just let me coach them. And they're both phenomenal coaches in their own right. Again, not putting that down by any means. They just walked in to say, run me, be my coach. And I helped put, when Mercedes had the ROH women's title, there wasn't a lot going on with it. And she's like, I really want to do something with this, Ace. And I'm like, okay, well, let's put our heads together. And turned around one day and I saw Serena walking out. And I go, why don't we do something with Serena? And she's like, holy shit. So I had a lot of input with them that we would put in the mix to get their feud going last year. And the pride I had for watching those two ladies and amping them up, I said, go out and give the women of the world a blueprint for how you want them to see women's wrestling. Like, you're going to get 15, 20 minutes on this ROH pay-per-view to blow it out. Yep, you may not have had a lot of time slotted for television. Big fucking deal. Get your angle over. Get your story over. Like, let's work on this. And that was some stuff like that was the most fun for me. Getting to do stuff like that,
That's cool. Rip had I'm sure you probably know, but Rip had a lot to do with training Serena from the get go down in OVW.
Yeah, she
Yes,
trained
indeed.
with all the guys, and I called her every name in the book.
Any Sting encounters?
Sting, I worked with. I have produced matches for Sting. A couple of different matches, a couple of chaotic matches. Like one of those scramble goofy shitting things with him and Darby and all the guys. And I'm like, it was like one of my first nights. I think it was a dog collar match night. I think so. But they gave me these two big matches. I'm like, geez, where the Fed gives you one, and you got, like Pierce told me, like one guy will get the War Games, maybe two guys will be on it, but one will call it. And I got this big match, and then I got this goofy fucking match where tables are happening over there, guys diving off the balcony, and I'm like, so this is my introduction to Sting. And then I've had actually a couple of his. He was great to deal with. He was nice. I sat one day. You always wait for the opportunity, like I sat and talked to Triple H one day about this, just to tell him I was thankful for all the stuff he did with Harley. Like he took care of Harley towards the end a lot, and just in general. And sat down with Sting one day, and I just brought up Harley to him, and like he used to talk very well of you. I just not that you would know that I have a connection with Harley, and Sting was very personable, nice guy.
So are you trying to tell us that you were responsible for when Sting jumped off the ladder and about killed himself jumping on that table when he was short? Are you saying that was your idea?
Nope, was nowhere near that. But I'll tell you that he's got that in him that he wants to still like, fuck, I mean, that's obviously who's telling him he's nuts, Like, no, you shouldn't do all that shit. But, just stuff like when Sting misses a stinger splash on the floor and hits the guardrail, I need to see that, and something else is going on. Like, guys, I need beats, and I told him once, I said, so I missed you doing that. I need to know when this happens. Let's move this to the ring so I can see. Again, I'm talking to Sting with the utmost respect, but I was like, do you think we could move this over here so I could see it this time? So no, he was a cool guy. He was nice, and he's very tight with Darby. Like that's a true
Oh
like
yeah.
those guys are buddies, and it's a random like are these guys really friends? But that no, they're good dudes.
Let me ask you this. Me and Rip have had this debate. Maybe you can clear it up. In those instances, like when Sting did jump off the ladder onto the table and almost missed it or whatever he did, is that coming from like Tony Khan? Is that Sting's idea? Who ultimately says, okay, we're going to do this ladder spot? Is that whose original idea? That's Sting?
That's Sting. That's Sting. Hey, I want to do something this match. Or they look over and go, Sting, what do you want to do? And he's like, I want to do this. I want, it's ultimately up to him if he's going to make it or, that I know what you're talking about. The one where he barely made it and just
kind of hit his face on the.
Yeah. I might've looked and said, put the ladder on the outside of the ring. So that way you're closer,
Yeah. That probably would have been a great idea.
Yeah. When you're over 60, you ain't got the hops anymore. You're not dunking anymore. You're not dunking anymore.
No,
and no matter how amped up you are, you think, oh, I got this shit. Then all of a sudden you jumping. Well, hell, I'm 2 feet short. Oh my God, I have killed myself.
I said, are you ready? I got my dots on, my polka dots. Get your popcorn, get your Coke, get ready, get excited because look what's coming up now.